Okay, we're here with. Can you go ahead and please state your name for the record?
Jeddy Wulf.
And Jetty, how long have you been in the city?
A couple months now.
Okay, perfect. How many hours a week do you think you could be able to put in as being a police officer here at the LSPD?
Um, I'd say comfortably about 10 to 16. I do live a busy lifestyle here in city. Um, you know, but yeah, I could be around enough to definitely make a name for myself in the department.
Okay, perfect. Tell us a bit about yourself and your background.
Yeah, I mean, I recently immigrated here from another city, where I did have a career as a police officer there, so I kind of know the ropes a little bit. But yeah, I mean, being a cop has always been in my forte of things that I like to do. Nothing else has really worked out, in my, I wouldn't say in my favor, but just in my interest overall. Any other roles in the city. I was I did EMS partly for a little bit, and I like to do the things that kind of, enable the outreach to the community a lot better. I've stated in my application that, the civ life is just kind of, it's slow going. It's kind of hard to meet people. Being in the department and everything like that, it's really easy to reach out to people, and you get to, it's really forward facing when it comes to the roly poly of things. So I
Right.
enjoy, I enjoy being in the department a lot around the same people. Very friendly. I'm very outgoing. Definitely a people person. Good in large groups. Things like that.
Okay. Well, the next question was, why do you want to become a law enforcement officer? And I believe you just you pretty much just explained all that, so we're going to skip that
Yeah.
question. What sets you apart from other applicants seeking a position with the LSPD?
I think other applicants, or most other applicants, I'm not sure how it goes here, but they're kind of, pretty fresh to all of this. This has pretty much been all I've known for a while, at least as long as I've been, in city, and you know, from the city I immigrated from. So I mean, I wouldn't say not much time or resources have to be dumped into showing me the basics, and learning the ropes and all that. I think I'll be off to a quick start here, and yeah, I mean, I just have more. I feel like I may have more of a drive to do the job than the next guy.
Okay. And I know you already answered this one too. Do you have any prior law enforcement or related experience?
I do.
What rank did you make it to? Do you remember?
I was chief of police,
Oh, nice.
and
Okay.
I'll say, and I know how it sounds because I'll say I've conducted my fair share of interviews in the past, and I heard that answer a bunch, and a lot of guys didn't really show me that the qualities of a chief, claiming they were chief in another city. But this was a very extensive time. It took me about, I'd say, maybe a year and a half of work to actually achieve that. So
Okay. Walk us through how you would handle a civilian who suddenly starts cussing at you and becoming hostile.
yeah, definitely de-escalation is the way to go. Starting off, depending on how aggressive they're getting, we might have to step it up to level 2 or level 3. Well, like I said, depending on what the situation is, but definitely to go forward, de-escalation is what I would attempt. Keep a cool tone. Don't really try to escalate the situation with arguing back or getting loud or anything like that. But yeah.
Okay. Say a supervisor, this is a scenario, another scenario. If a supervisor gives you an order you believe is wrong or unsafe, what would you do?
Well, I would definitely try to follow the chain of command at first. If I believe it's unsafe, I would state my opinions. Once again, very situational. I would just state my opinion to him and give him my reasoning as to why I feel it's unsafe. And if he has a justified answer as to why, I should do what he's telling me to, uh, I would go ahead and follow through. But I mean, if it's very like, if it's not something I can come to terms with, I would probably see if there's either somebody of his rank or possibly higher to ask what to do moving forward.
Okay. What do you think is the biggest mistake new officers make and how would you avoid it?
Biggest mistake new officers make. I honestly, just from prior experience, I think I've seen a lot of officers, get the badge and then the power goes immediately to their head, and they kind of try to act like a big shot, and that doesn't jive well with the community, and then it kind of puts dirt on the future career of that officer, especially with the community. And I know some other officers don't really like to see power tripping and things like that. So it kind of puts a stain on their career right off the bat.
Perfect. In your view, how can law enforcement build and maintain strong relationships with the community?
Yeah, I mean, just engaging in friendly roly poly. I'll go back to what I said about not power tripping and not making the police force seem like they're always out to get someone. Rather, they're here to enjoy themselves while doing their job at the same time, and treating the community with the same respect that we would treat our fellow officers with.
Okay. What are your long-term goals within LSPD? Like, would it be like K9, SWAT, Airborne, CIU, Heat, Patrol, Parole? What's your long-term goals?
Um, I did enjoy the Heat unit back in the day. It was always fun. Car chases are always exciting. But one thing I'm not too familiar with is the parole aspect of it, and I can see that being very fruitful when it comes to roly poly esque situations. So I kind of wanted to try out something new in that area and get a feel for everything, and then possibly down the line decide. But overall, I mean, I would like to give everything a shot, but definitely, I won't say ranking up is my main goal, but going far in the department, rather, I say that is kind of my main goal here.
Okay. How would you handle accountability when you make a mistake on duty?
I mean, definitely own up to it right away. There's really no reason not to, even if it is something that's going to be detrimental to my job. It's better to. I always feel like it's better to just own it instead of trying to weasel your way around it, and then just take whatever consequences as they come. But in the past, owning up to mistakes is a lot better than trying to get yourself out of something and end up getting yourself in more trouble.
100%. And what would motivate you to continue improving as a law enforcement over time?
Yeah, just seeing I mean, seeing the progression of relationships built in city between me and the community. I was very well known in my old department, and it was very fun to ride around the city and be recognized and know that whenever I'm around, things will be handled properly, or in a respectful manner, to where everybody leaves the situation not very upset, or not flustered in any way, whether it be the officers or the civilians or a gang. I've always been one to just talk things out, mostly before any gunfire happens. I'm not quick to pull the trigger. I'd rather just talk my way out of any situation than end things in a firefight.
Okay, perfect. And these are just some acknowledgments and disclosures I got to read to you. Do you understand that any gang affiliation or cooperation will result in immediate termination and possible prosecution?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that employment with the LSPD is at will and may be terminated at any time without prior notice?
Yes.
And if accepted, do you understand you must complete cadet to probationary training within 1 week, followed by probationary to officer training within an additional week, or you could face termination?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.